Good afternoon to everyone, to the students here, to the judges, to everyone on Zoom. We are NPV, and I'm Sam. I'm joined by 3 other members, and we'll be talking about our strategy for this morning's and this afternoon's simulation. So we are 4 students from the University of Hong Kong. All of us just finished year 1, and they'll be talking about 3 different parts. One is the strategy, where we get key insights from the workshops conducted by the organization. Secondly, we have the financial management, just asset management, and monitoring the key figures. And finally, here we have some of the keys for the production allocation, obviously taking into consideration the product image, the product quality, and the number of shifts. Despite this being distributed into, I guess, 3 different parts, each member of the team has contributed to the decision. To the decision in the simulation, which I believe has contributed which had a very significant contribution to the event today. Now, I guess I'll pass the mic to.
So here is our strategy. Our strategy is mainly composed by 2 parts. The first part is a basis. So as you can see from the slides, we are having a Word document on the right, which we proposed yesterday. So indeed, in the last workshop, our company unluckily gets bankrupts. And then so we trying to demonstrate and try to understand how other teams have their successful positive net profit. For example, we find some data from Team Dong or Team Visionary such that they are making a positive net profit. And then we check about how their data works. For example, we find out that their product image and quality are relatively higher than us, and they successfully make a profit. So we are trying to strengthen that part, and we change our strategy into a basis that we're trying to make the product quality and image higher at a certain level, as we've seen in the Word documents, like the product quality at 0.7 to 0.9. And another strategy we use is the adjustment strategy. So given the basic strategy, we use this strategy for the first 2 rounds and entering the data we presented yesterday. Although there is some data difference from the practice round, we're trying to adjust it in the first 2 rounds and find some significant patterns so that we adjust our price and other quantities and stuff in the next few rounds. And here is how we learn from our peers. In the right graph, we are the red spot on the right. So we really appreciate what Ace do as they make a very high profits when they get a high product quality or product image. But we still execute our strategy consistently that we are beyond other teams. We are trying to get higher quality than other teams. And this also provides us a consistent net profit in all 5 rounds. Here, I will pass the time to Charles.
Yeah, thank you, Max, for your comments. So now we're going to talk about how do we finance the company. First of all, for the safety reasons, we have always kept 2 million cash in hands to tackle any up and downs or any cost shocks in the market. So this enables us to have very stable and never take any overdrawn over the period. Next, regarding the moderate interest rate, which is 8% in this competition, we decided to take a financial leverage really early in the competitions so that we can develop really early, invest in many different aspects in the early stage. However, after discussing with the development department, we realized that the competition is only really short and only consists of 5 parts, which is investing in the later parts is actually not worth the investment. So we've decided to stop investing in the capacity things after round 3. So our group actually will have more cash than other groups in later rounds. So what do we do with the cash? We pay back our loans. So our financial, the debt to equity ratio increased from 0.56 in the beginning to 0.89 in the later. And we use the cash to pay back our debts later to back to 0.56. So next, talking about dividends, we all know that NPV is a key KPI to the competition, about 40%. So we pay a constant growing dividends over the period. So this is our effects on financial leverage. So after leverage, the recon equity grow by 8 times, and our equity actually grows by 3 million too. Now pass our time to Ivan.
Okay, so we talk about how we do the production. So in a macro sense, we consider the market growth and we see that the market growth consistently. So we first approximate the market demand, and then the number of shifts is our basis of decision. We decide it first, and then we allocate the production of each market, which we then use the price as a tool to adjust the potential demand of each market. And we noticed that the market free has the highest growth, and that few teams recognize the market free, and then we take what others give up, and so we allocate more to market free, and this result that we have the highest revenue in the market free. And market four has a high transportation cost, so we absorb the demand by raising the market price. Next. And that we monitor the sales status. We focus on the product image and product quality. We deliberately maintain our the right upper position in this graph. So we not aim to be the first one,
so
but we keep to be the second one.
Thank you, Team NPV. And may we now invite judges to ask questions for this team.
So thank you for your presentation. It's very clear. In fact, I like your way to address all the issues here. I observed that you pay a lot of attention to other teams are doing, right? So you look into the competitions very keenly and make sure that you are one of the players, a major player, demonstrating your ability to demonstrate your leadership in some kind of in a leading part. So if I were to ask you, how do you compare your effort spent on monitoring competitiveness against monitoring the market conditions? Which part you spend more resources and time, and why?
So indeed, we are trying to focus on the competition. As you can see, we are always comparing our product quality and product image with other groups, and then we are trying to adjust our price to that. And after we compare about we get our own advantage after comparing the product image and product quality. We try to satisfy the markets by adjusting the price or market expense. But in generally, we adjust the market expense first, so we can get an advantage in the competition with the product image. And then we adjust price so that we are allowed to get a significant market share. So this is our order that we are going to first order the competition and then to the market condition.
Okay. Another one, I can see you pay a lot of dividend, right? Increasingly, a lot of dividend. Can you share me some light how you think, I mean, it's good for the company to pay dividend in this short in the competition here. Why don't you spend more money in the marketing and then get more market share, but rather pay back to the shareholder? Why do you do that?
First of all, because this company, 40% of the grading rubrics in the matrix is about the NPV of the company. So paying dividends early enables us to get high grades for the competitions. So especially when we pay the dividends early, it will be less discounted by a time value of money. So we decided to give it as soon as possible to give an advantage on the grading rubrics. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all the judges and Team NPV.